crazy donuts.
Can't do it here. So.
Can't do it here.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, Clifford from ArtTunerz here. I'm really excited today to bring back the channel with a better production, and hopefully that you guys will love it. And so today I'm actually having my friend Alex.
Hello.
Hey, nice to meet you again.
Nice to see you, man.
So what we will be talking about today is the Accord base model and the Euro R, and we'll basically be discussing a little bit more about the differences and what are interesting things about it, and hope you guys will enjoy this. So stay tuned and let's go.
Having owned this car for almost 2 years, I've done several modifications to it. I actually sprayed the car. It was stock silver. Sprayed it to Nardo grey.
Right.
And then after that, I done some mods such as brake kits, changed the rims, have some coilovers, air intake. I have a big ass Mugen wing at the back.
Why the CL7?
Okay, so funny story.
Yeah.
My army friend, he had a CL7, the base model, similar to this one.
Right.
He drove it to camp and I thought it looked very decent, very nice, very menacing. He has that distinct aura to it.
Yeah, this fierce looking.
Very fierce looking,
Yeah.
sleeper kinda. I just asked him if he's selling, and he said like, dude, if you asked me one day earlier, I would have sold it to you because like we're all very close friends.
Right.
So I got a little bit sad, went online, searched up. There are a couple going for pretty decent prices. So on one of the days I went to view, and then I was just walking around and I saw this silver Accord. It came into the dealer.
Yeah.
So the guy was just dusting, was cleaning the car, cleaning the engine bay, just giving it a very nice wipe. And then I asked him, is this just listed? He said, yeah. And then 2 days later I bought it.
What is it about the CL7 that you really love? Because for me, right, the look of it is one. Second thing, it's quite a rare car that you don't really see on the road, right? And I feel that it has this specific look and feel of it. It's practical, and at the same time, it's a Honda. What do you think?
Usually most Honda Accord CL7 in Singapore, they are modded.
They all have their
Usually
own
they are
style.
all very low, very sleeper kind. If you don't know it, you don't know that it's actually an Accord.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
it doesn't look like an Accord.
I would
Yeah.
say this Accord, not everybody really knows it. If you
Yeah.
know it, you know it. It does have a cult following in a
Yeah,
sense.
it does.
It's quite different from the rest of the Accord generation, I must say. In America, they're using the TSX.
The XX, yeah.
Right. In Singapore, we do parallel import, right? So these are literal JDM spec. And I think maybe one thing we'll talk about is like what are the difference, like because right now mine's the Euro R version. So and yours would be the base model.
Yeah.
Right. One of the most key things would be the engine. Mine being the K20A, and yours would be the
K20A6.
A6. So that would be the more eco version,
The economy spec.
economic spec. But how does the VTEC transition feels like?
If you remember previously, Joel, whom you featured his DC5,
Yeah.
he said the VTEC doesn't really kick in yo.
For the Type S, there is no VTEC kick in yo. It's a VTEC all the way yo, but you don't feel it yo.
So you still hear that little crossover, but it's not as distinct as the K20A Type R crossover.
Understand.
Yeah.
It's more of the economic
Yeah.
feature.
But you honestly, you do feel a little bit of surge when you hit that desired RPM.
I see. But it's automatic.
It's
for this.
automatic, yeah.
Right. So that's another key difference. It's more towards the comfort spec, I would say.
Yeah, it is.
Although that said, I think both Accords are quite comfortable.
Yeah, they are very comfortable.
Yeah. In fact, for yours, it's stock seats currently, is it?
Okay, the funny thing is that my seats, right, the stock seats were supposed to be leather. Mine are cloth seats, but they're really
Oh.
comfortable though.
Oh yeah, you can really feel the difference.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the Accord is a 2003 model, right?
Mm.
So currently it's actually 20 years old, believe it or not.
Right.
So by then, especially in Singapore, it's so humid, it's so hot, you will expect the leather to crack, and when it cracks, you just feel a little bit itchy on the skin. So since
Yeah.
mine is cloth, and if you maintain it well, don't spill anything on it, don't dirty it, it is actually really comfortable.
Oh, that's interesting. We have the Accord Euro R Automotive artwork that features all the K20A series of cars, the EP3, Integra DC5, the Accord Euro R CL7, and also the Civic Type R FT2, and with all the different engine models, and they are available at ArtTunerz.etsy.com. How is the ride comfort like?
Okay, because I'm currently running on BCBR coilovers,
Right.
and it's not exactly that stiff, so it's still a very comfortable ride. Even if I take this car up to Malaysia, to Kuala Lumpur, to Genting Highlands, it's comfortable. There's a lot of space in the trunk, which the Accord is actually quite famous for, I would say. And the passenger seat is comfortable. There's enough leg room, enough height, so passengers at the back, they are comfortable. They don't feel so tight, so squeezy. They can still stretch their legs a little bit. Other than that, because we are running on front double wishbones and multi-link at the back,
It's the same for the base
yeah, it's the
model
same.
as well.
It still handles pretty well on the road. You can still stretch it around. It's
Yeah.
still really comfortable.
So it's, in a sense, it's like an Euro R but toned down.
Yeah, you put it that way. It's a Euro R with a less punchy engine,
Right.
not so bolstered Recaro seats, stock seats, but still comfortable nevertheless.
Understand. See, there's one thing that I realized about our engines, right, is the intake manifold is a little bit different, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Even though we are both K20s, but the intake manifold is completely different. What do you think of the base model? Is it something similar? Like, let's say if someone cannot get a Euro R, right? Do you think this could be a good in place of that? For me, at least, I shared that, it's like an R that is not fully R, but at the same time, it's very comfortable to drive day in and day out. But you can bring it to the track.
I would say the only thing bad about the base model is that you only have an automatic variant for this CL7.
Oh,
There is no manual
There's
for
no
the
manual.
CL7. Let's say Civic FD. The FD2 base model, you have an auto and you have a manual variant.
right.
Whereas for the CL7, you only have the auto variant. And if you want a manual one, you can only get a Euro R1, which is a 2-litre manual. Unless you go through all the hassle of doing a manual conversion, which in Singapore is very difficult because you need a lot of paperwork, you need all the receipts and everything to back you up before they allow you to do the manual conversion. And even if so, with the money spent, you might as well just get a Euro R as well. Other than that, the restriction is the gearbox. It kind of hinders the overall quote-unquote power which the K20A6 produces. Not as good as the K20A, which has 217 horse, but it's still good enough to trash for the lower gears until when the Euro R reaches maybe third gear, fourth gear, and then it really pulls, and that's where you get smoked.
Yeah, so yours will be more like the straight line speed.
Yeah, you have a good amount of power through 1, 2, 3,
Right.
and then the moment you reach like maybe near your 3 and you shift to 4, probably the Euro R has already smoked you long.
In a sense, the weight is quite similar. So actually, our cars are not that light. They're quite heavy.
1.3 tons.
Yeah, but there is still some sort of a street cred to it in a way, because this generation of Accord, as I said just now, right, is very different from the rest. It has a following in a sense. At least for me, how I came to love my car was through Gran Turismo. I was thinking, wow, how can a car look so good and at the same time still being so practical? And it has kind of like everything that I wanted. What your thoughts like? Do you have the same feeling when you got the car?
So when I first got the Accord, right, I didn't actually wanted to do so many mods to it, like crazy mods and stuff. Maybe the max that I wanted to do was maybe to get another grey spray paint over, maybe just get some coils, some brake kits and rims, maybe some body kit here and there.
Right.
But then after meeting more Accord owners, more Euro R owners, And then you kind of get a little bit more inspiration to what you would want to do or what you might not want to do because of the aesthetics and the looks. Yeah, so after, you know, making a lot of friends here and there, exchanging contacts, getting parts and stuff, then that's how I envision my Accord to be like. Yeah, and I think one thing good about the Accord is that it's well loved around the world.
Yeah.
So in America, you have the Acura TSX, the first gen one. And then even in Australia and New Zealand, you have your CL9.
The CL9,
Euro.
that's right, the Euro.
Yeah. So they have the more beloved K24.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
2.4 liter one.
Yeah.
And with manual version.
Yes, and manual version.
Yeah.
Very sought after.
Correct.
Yeah.
See, that actually is even more popular.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Usually we want to do a K24 as well. Like
Yeah.
they actually have it stock.
Yeah,
And-
some even supercharged and turbocharged.
Yeah, there's also the all-wheel drive version as
Yeah,
well.
that's the CL8.
Yeah, CL8, which is
Yeah.
very hard to find.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
that
it's
is
not even available
it
here.
doesn't come with a high-spec engine. There's even the diesel variant though.
Yeah, there's a diesel variant I
Yeah.
saw in Europe. There's so many variants of this car.
Don't forget the wagon.
Oh yeah, and the wagon. We only have like what, two left?
Two left in Singapore.
Hopefully we will be able to bring that on to show.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Through cars, right, we get to know friends. I think that's what brings us together. It's because of my Euro R that's why I get to know Alex and, you know, a lot of our friends. So
Yeah.
I think that's quite an amazing journey as enthusiasts.
And you get to meet even more people
Yeah.
as the days, the weeks, as the ownership goes
Correct,
by.
correct,
You meet so
correct.
many people. You go to car meets, you go overseas, you attend car meets, you meet even more people, you exchange
Yeah.
contacts. And a funny story, when I was in Brisbane once, I went to a car meet, and then after that, some of the lads, they took me on a trip
Oh,
in their chaser.
nice.
Yeah, we took a 2-hour drive to Natural Bridge to see glowworms.
glowworm.
Yeah, and we did crazy donuts.
Can't do it here. So.
Can't do it here.
Yeah. So I think cars really bring people together.
They do.
And I think that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this as well, to really share people's passion on why they do things to their cars. Every car is unique, and it's like a reflection of their owners. To be able to bring your car and, you know, just share with the world, and hopefully that through this you know, channel that you guys would be able to understand what are the excitements, and also there are ups and downs owning a car. It's not all nice and, you know, happy.
Yeah, up and down.
There are
voice.
up and downs.
Yeah.
The one key thing is that our old cars are hard to maintain,
Yeah.
hard to find parts.
Yeah.
But that's something that we accept as an owner too, that we have to deal with. But yeah, anyway, really thanks for, you know, being on the show.
Yeah, my
and
pleasure.
For sharing your car with the world. And I hope you guys really enjoy this, and do remember to subscribe and like the channel. It really helps us to continue to make contents for you guys. So anyway, thanks again, Alex.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. See ya!